Okay. I think I'm here.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely,
a lot of exposition
against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip.
I will not remember any of this, I'm
What
sorry.
seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Oh, I did not mean to make it all caps.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
This is a really interesting way to do character creation. How gay do I want to look? Okay, that's a person. Good, there's how gay I want to look. This one looks kind of like one of those lizards. Although if I ever met someone who looked like this in person, I don't know if I would think that they were cool or if I'd want to back away slowly. I do not trust an adult person with pigtails and very small bits of other hair. Butler, 1950s housewife, which I guess this game kind of just is. A little bit like a fuckboy. I'll be a fuckboy. I think a fuckboy's fine.
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that bigger tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Oh. Oh, so I guess this is the strength thing. If I want to be really strong. Wet noodle. Beach jellyfish. Doughy baby. Lightweight. Average Joe. Barrel chested. Beach bully. Circus strongman. Doomsday pecs. Hercules' biggest cousin. I don't want to have nothing, because if I don't have anything, then caring is probably going to be really annoying. Oh, okay. So I got to choose it this way. I'm guessing all of them have a base of 5, and then I get 5 more points to choose from. Oh, and all of them have different names for how strong you are, or how good you are at stuff. I thought this number, I thought the number 9 said Haktua, and I was not ready for that. Explosives, lockpicking, energy weapons, accuracy, compass, range. Yeah, I'll take a look at perception. Health, okay. That might be good, but I'm not very good at gun games, so I think that I'm going to have to go for like a sneaky kind of person, and maybe charisma. But I don't actually know how much that affects it, because charisma in old Bethesda games, I don't actually know how good it is. I know like in the new ones it doesn't really matter, or at least in Bethesda ones. In Baldur's Gate, charisma does matter pretty much a lot. I guess I'll just do 1, just in case. Skill points. I feel like that's really important. I don't want to just be Jack of all trades, master of none, which the original saying is master of Jack of all trades, master of one. Jack of all trades is better than a master of one. Yeah, but I don't care. That doesn't really work in these games. Okay, this is what I want. Speed, maximum player generation. Okay, so action. Okay, skill points. Okay, skill points and action points are different. This one I don't care about. Let's get a little more agility. A little more. Perception. And hope that it's enough.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn or dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House.
Burglarize.
Night. Bandit.
Oh, there's more. I didn't even look at all the other answers for the other ones. Stab.
Light. Mother.
Oh. Regret.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
some reason this feels like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Pokemon quiz. I guess so.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Unfortunate.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
No.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Neutral.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
No.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Either two lesbians about to kiss, or the head of a lizard. Okay, I guess.
Okay. How about this one?
Looks kind of like Slimer. Oh.
Last one.
Two guys.
Well, that's all she wrote.
What does that mean?
I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Two traits or none. I am already bad at aiming. That's a bad idea. I don't know if I'm going to play long enough to get to level 30, but I also don't know how fast I level up. And that might really suck. That looks like it could be good, but it also looks like it might suck. If I'm gonna go for a sniper, that might be really good. Okay, it might really suck though. This might have been a mistake, but that's what I chose.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
I'm grateful.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
No. This is my first time playing and I'm bad at shooters. I don't know what it looks. Okay. It looks really small on my screen, but the stream looks fine. Okay, it's fine. Oh, it's bright. Evil. Your Pip-Boy has received a signal. Coordinates that lead to the canyon wreckage of West Prim. Following the coordinates are the words Courier 6. It assigned Ulysses. The loathsome road has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast from the Happy Trails Caravan Company. We're looking for one more member for an expedition to Zion Valley. Honest Hearts has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. Is this just all the DLCs just activating? One day I'll get to start the game. And the ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland has kicked weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapon dealers in the region are rolling in new weapon ammunition types and modifications. Head to your nearest participating vendor to purchase the merchant. To peruse the merchandise. I can't read. Gunrunner's arsenal has been loaded. No raising the level cap? Okay. I'm gonna punch. Oh, that's probably not a good idea, actually. Okay. This is my life. All weapons fall under the weapon skill category that determines how effective the weapon is. Guns, energy weapons, explosives, melee weapons, or unarmed compared to the small icon below to the left of the weapon icon. To the left of the weapon icon shown on the Pip-Boy skill menu. DAM, DPS. This indicate base damage and damage per second respectively. Weapons with low DAM have difficulty penetrating armor. If you hit a target's defense threshold, switch to the weapon with a higher DAM, or use ammo to reduce the target damage threshold. Armor piercing. Okay. I don't know if I want to read all this, but I feel like I need to. Many weapons have a strength and or skill requirement. If your character does not meet the strength or skill requirement for the weapon, its aim will wobble if a firearm, or it will attack more slowly if a hand-to-hand weapon. Okay. So I guess like it kind of makes sense. Like if you're not proficient in using a weapon, then you're gonna have trouble, but you can still use it. I mean, it's better than just locking you out of items that you get that are a higher level. A weapon's condition affects the amount of damage it does. At least at 75% condition or higher, a weapon does maximum damage and only needs to be maintained. A weapon with low condition will do less damage and may jam when reloaded. Repair/mod. Each options take you to the repair and mods submenus, where you can repair damaged equipment or attach weapon modifications respectively. Okay. It knows that I'm wearing a controller, or using one. Okay. One day this will end.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Okay, I should probably thank him.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place as any. I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Can I run? Oh. I did not like going third person. Oh. Tumbleweed.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seems to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never like the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
I know no one's watching, but there is actual evidence that Julius Caesar's name was pronounced Kaiser at the time.
The dam powers a lot of New Vagas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Aw.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Okay. Oh. Well, that's just him. Dog?
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Oh. She's kind of fine. Dog. Oh, she's over there. Dog.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Oh. Wait, where's the bottles? Oh, there.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. but I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Yeah.
Follow
Why
me.
don't I come along?
It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Can I have your dog? And Oblivion might be leveling up some stat right now, but I don't think that's how this game works. I'm so tempted to try to shoot her head.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
So he smiles.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
What are they? Okay, that's just a barrel. Okay. Caution. Did something see me? Oh, fuck. Here, okay, okay. Okay. Should probably take its flesh. Okay.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Okay.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
A little bit of lag. That's okay. Okay. Took all of its flesh. Where'd that lady go? Okay, she's over there. Oh. Where's she? Where is she? Okay, never mind. I wonder. I do not want to hit your dog. Oh, fuck. That's... Nice. Oh. Sad. For at least to get clothes. Wait, did I ever change to... Okay, yeah. I am wearing the Fallout t-shirt. Or
Ah,
Fallout
hell's
suit.
bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it.
So,
But you did what you promised. Staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
okay. I know that I'm not done with the tutorial, but I think I might just leave it this way. I'll get back to it, but for now, I think that I am done. It took kind of a while to figure out how to get the stream and the game to work, which it shouldn't have taken that long, but it did. So I don't think anyone's here, but if anyone sees this,